What's up, and welcome back to your Not So Pro Fantasy Football Advice. Today, we will be discussing 5 players that I think you should sell high right now before it's too late. Of course, if you guys have any questions with buying low, selling high, or trades, leave it down in the comment section. We will get to every single one of those comments. As always, we like to keep these videos short and sweet, straight to the point, just like the way y'all like it. So let's get right into it. The first guy I want to talk about is kind of the obvious pick here. Let's talk about DeAndre Hopkins. And yes, I know this guy's getting a new quarterback that could uplift him for the rest of the season. And yes, I know he just came off a great game, but that is exactly why we want to sell high on him right now. Last week, he had a 3-touchdown game. So yeah, who wouldn't want him? But this is where I have a problem. Out of those 3 touchdowns, he's had 4 targets that past game. 4 targets. That is no bueno. That is not okay to me. I don't want to be worrying about how many targets he's gaining when come fantasy playoffs, and neither should you. Sell this guy while you can. This might be your last chance. And talking about last chances, this is the last week that you could sell high on this guy right here. This guy, Zach Moss. Jonathan Taylor last week, we saw him get a season high of 59% of the snap share for this season. And it's just going to continue going up and up and up. And honestly, to be completely honest with y'all, I really don't know why he's sharing the ball. JT is just that much better. Also, he's an excellent buy low candidate right now. This is the last week to do so. Zach Moss, I'm projecting him to average 5 to 6 carries per game moving forward after the next 2 weeks. This other guy I want to talk about is near and dear to my heart, the Corazon. Let's talk about George freaking Kittle. I love this dude, right? But his production is going to drop dramatically after this bye week because Deebo Samuel is coming back. He's going to be healthy and he's going to cut into that production big time. Now, I got a few stats here for you guys. All right. So George Kittle, out of his career, he's played 7 games without Deebo Samuel. And within those 7 games, he has averaged 22 fantasy points. Yeah, 22 fantasy points. Sound familiar? And with the games that Deebo was in, he's been averaging 11. That is something that you should really keep an eye on and someone you should sell right now. You have time. This is the last week to do so. He's coming off of 3 decent games. You go out there, you sell him, get your money's worth. The next guy I want to talk about is Gus the Bus Edwards out there from Baltimore. Now, this is a guy that shouldn't be hard to sell high on. He is a really good running back coming from a really good offense. But in this backfield, it is a super competitive backfield. And I feel like the only way to be relevant fantasy-wise is to have big-time plays or to score touchdowns. And Gus Edwards, as efficient as he is, he rarely sees any big-time plays or catches any passes. So this guy, unfortunately, is touchdown relevant. You don't want that going into the playoffs. So sell him now while you can. As I said before, it shouldn't be too difficult to sell this guy. The next guy I want to talk about is George Pickens. I do want to clarify that I am making this recording right before the Thursday night football game. So there is a chance where I could look completely wrong. But going forward, I do believe the trend's going to continue the trend with Deontay Johnson. Deontay Johnson's back. And he's making a splash on that offense as far as target share. Before Johnson was playing this season, Pickens was averaging 8 targets a game. Now that Johnson's back, he's averaging 5. That's not enough for me. He still has name value. So you want to go out there. You want to make trades. Get the most of what you can from Pickens right now before people start to realize that he is not the wide receiver 1 on that team. That's all I got for y'all. If you want some extra help, consider joining our Discord. The link is in the description. It's a completely free app that a lot of our subscribers are on, and we answer fantasy questions there all day, all night. So if you want the help, it's right there. Thank you all so much. If this helped you out, make sure you hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. And until next time, keep on grinding.